Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome back to Oklahoma. As I mentioned in the previous episode, we were going to go ahead and chaff up this alfalfa. As you can see, I got it ready to go. It's already in windrows. I got the New Holland I forget the name of this thing every single time, FR 850. And I have the case with a Crossetto trailer. I didn't find any dump trucks that I liked that would work in this context, so we want it on the right side, just so I know which side it's going to come on. So, the case isn't quite ready to make the turn, I don't think, yet. Let's turn that down just a smidge there. There we go. Alright, so, we're going to wait for that case to get ready there. I can't set this up for courseplay because I just don't have it set up that way. And hopefully, once this guy's ready to go, we won't have to deal with this problem. There we go. Let's go first waypoint maybe? Or nearest waypoint? There we go. So you should be able to pick up the forage harvester now. Yes, I know the engine is on. So we rented this forage harvester here. That's the reason why we have it at the moment. And I don't know what that guy is doing, but he's going around in circles again. We'll eventually figure it out, I think. Or not. No. He wants to, like, go the whole way. All over again. Which is not what I want him to do. Let's see. This time, maybe? There we go. Jeez. So we're going to go ahead and make this into chaff. And we have him running back to the main farm in the bunker. So once he's ready to go, finally, which I think he is now. Yes, there we go. We'll go ahead and start chaffing up this alfalfa here. So I was actually talking to Dakota, and he was saying that sometimes people will bale up alfalfa as well. So I had a couple choices. I actually went online and kind of looked around a little bit to see what people actually did, and a lot of people apparently bale alfalfa, so which is pretty common. And a lot of people will also chop alfalfa, so it just depends. Most dairy farms, I think, will bale it up for silage for their cows. So I have the case going back to the main farm, like I said, and that's a rented trailer, and I'm in like a contract vehicle, let's call it. So he's almost full. There we go. So I don't have multiple vehicles running this little section, unfortunately, but that's fine. And I have the big John Deere over here. He's currently just waiting to compact. Yikes! Waiting to compact this our bunkers here. I never did put tires around here, so it's obvious. But there are some tires there, or there will be, I should say. Once you put the tarp over, there's tires on it. So the tires come out of nowhere apparently. So it's a bit of a truck down from Field 18 down here. So it would be advisable, I suppose, to have multiple vehicles, but anyhow. So I got the two Peterbilt grain trucks. They are currently unloading the combine, which is harvesting rye at the moment as well. And let's check this field out real quick. 4 and 2, it's not terrible. pH neutral. So they're just they are just unloading the combine at the moment, so getting that done. We don't own this field, of course. So we'll see what happens once midnight rolls around. We may or may not have the rye left over, so I'm just harvesting some of the fields we don't own for the time being. I have one field still, field number 3, which is sunflowers, which I still need to harvest, and I haven't got around to that yet. But in reality, I should be harvesting the sunflowers because I'm pretty sure they're worth more than the rye. But anyways, I just had the header on, so I just went on to the next field, which happened to be that one right there. So they're working away at night on the night shift. So alright, so he's coming back into the main farm here with this Crossetto trailer. I think this one's from the main Farm Sim website. I can't remember specifically, but it's a nice little tractor. Nice little trailer, I should say. What I could do actually is this. Let's go ahead and rent a second vehicle. Let's just, doesn't really matter. Let's rent a New Holland, sure. Rent that for a couple hours. And then we'll rent another trailer just like that. And then hopefully together they'll be good to go. Actually, what I could do is I could rent one of these, nope, it's a tippers. Rent this guy for a few hours as well. And then hopefully with the two of them they'll be able to take care of this field a bit quicker. Here we go. So we'll see what happens. What I'll do is I get this guy set up and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so Case finally made it back to the main farm here. He's just currently unloading. I'm gonna put, I'm just gonna stay inside the tractor here, just to make sure he does what he's supposed to do. Just in case, basically. So the way Courseplay does it, it just kind of unloads a little bit in each section, which is good for us because it makes it easier to compact. But it is going through it awfully slow, which is fine. So what we'll do is we'll come over with the John Deere there and we will compact it. So this is the part it's always, you always have to be kind of curious about is how well it's going to work with Courseplay. Some of the additions I added, I mean. So unfortunately I was actually looking for a dump truck that could serve as a silage vehicle, but I didn't find any silage vehicle dump trucks, unfortunately. I could have probably make one, I suppose, but I didn't have the time to do that. So all right, lost a little bit there. Good. So let's go ahead and hop in this guy right here and compact that up. This tractor is always the loudest. Alright, so let's go ahead and just take a quick peek at what we have here. So this is the one funny thing about this particular silage bunker. It has like the two little areas, the two little sections, and they kind of fill differently, which is neat and annoying all at the same time, I'm realizing now. So these only hold, I think it's 200,000, I think. Nothing too crazy. I could theoretically change them out for something a bit bigger, and I think I may. I'm just not sure. I kind of like the style and kind of don't all at the same time, so looks like the other guy is heading towards field 18 now. Okay, this is good. So once this is compacted, we'll be able to continue on our way, chaffing our alfalfa. Now, technically I could have a New Holland T8 would like to go swimming. I could theoretically set this up so I have a blade in the back or something to move stuff around too. That's a possibility. So anyways, I'll be back once this is all ready to go. Alright, so we are back. The Case has come back to this location now, which is good. Let's go ahead and fire up this guy here and continue. The New Holland's in traffic. Is it, I bet you it's this guy right here. Yeah, it definitely is. Just a lucky guess, I guess. Alright. So we'll continue chaffing here. So that Case fills up quickly, really quickly. So this isn't a huge field either, so I'll have to keep that in mind for future. Of course, you could, I suppose, get like a dump truck, not a dump truck, but like a semi truck with a trailer on the back for silage too. That's a possibility. I don't think I have one of those. That's true. That's not true. I do have one, but just isn't quite the right fit for this particular farm, so. I don't know how many people chaff alfalfa. I think it depends where you are in the world and what you need for your cattle, basically. Some people probably need to chaff alfalfa. Some people probably just bale it, depending on their capabilities, I guess. Alright, let's get this little part here. Nice. Guess we could turn the lights on. Might make our lives a bit easier. Oh. New Holland. The case is full again. It's going to make its way back to the main farm. I think the New Holland is slowly making its way here now. Slowly. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. Let's continue with this right here. There we go. And I don't know what our levels are like. I think they're okay for now. So it's 10% filled already from one load. That's crazy. So we need to get local or all compaction down to or up to 100%. Because you want to compact each level evenly is what you want to do as best as you can. So sometimes you need to find out which layer is the one that is not compacting properly. And I bet it's one of these outside ones. If I had to guess. Yeah, there's part of the culprit right there. So the reason why you need to make it sure it's 100% compact, or each section is 100% compact, because I have the BG or the far silo extension. So if I don't compact these things properly, I'll make manure and not silage, which is kind of against the kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here a little bit. There we go. Let's get that little part there. There's that one little section in there that is the one that's making this really bad. 80%. It's not bad. Is the New Holland up there yet? Not quite. It's taking his time apparently. Excellent. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now that I'm doing this like this, it kind of seems a bit strange because they're so divided, these two little sides here. It's like you each have a compaction for each side, which is neat on the one hand, but not neat on the other hand. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because if you just do the one side, it'd be fine. But because you have both sides, then you run into it. Like, because the way the far silo extension works. That's what I'm referring to. So, like, I'm on this side now, which is, like, considered a totally different side. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Slowly but surely. Alright. I'll be back when it's ready to go again. Alright, so we're back at it again. The New Holland has arrived here now, so let's go ahead and finish up this field. Shouldn't take too much longer. So that particular trailer that he's working with actually is a bit bigger than the one we have on the other tractor. That one's a 55,000 liter trailer. So hopefully we get some. We'll get it done before then. We'll see. We shall see. So, I think this is the first time I've ever chaffed alfalfa in this game. I know you could do it. I knew you could do it, but I just never. It's not one of the things that I went out of my way to do, I guess. So that's the reason why it's like, okay, let's chaff some alfalfa. Now, I know some of you are going to say, like, oh, you know, Ian, you're supposed to bale it. I know, that was one of the other possibilities I considered, baling it. But we have a square baler, not a round baler, so that was the other problem. And I don't know if the baler would actually work on this or not. It might, but I'm not certain about that. I'd have to double check, to be honest with you. I think it might register as grass, and if it registers as grass, it's not too bad, because that means that it would just work on any it would work on any of the balers basically. But if it doesn't register as grass, then that would be where you run into problems. All right, I think we have one more. Yeah, one more at the end here. I don't know how close that guy's going to get to those poles, but I have a sneaky suspicion he might get stuck. Oh no, he's good. Now what's going to happen is when he breaks away and the other tractor comes here, that's where we're going to run into a problem. Let's see what happens. Well, that was an easy thing. You're slipping? No, I would never have guessed that. Here we go. Drive course. Drive now. There we go. So now the other guy is going to come up and finish this last little section off. I thought we would have enough with the New Holland, but I guess not. Apparently you make a lot of chaff with this, with alfalfa, so I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. So, let's see what happens here. Alright. Case is coming around. Slowly but surely. Let's continue here while we're just waiting. That's not too bad in the end. It's not a very big silage bunker though. I don't know. I might replace it with some other one still. I'm up in arms. Not up in arms. It's the wrong word. I am still considering other possibilities. So. Alright, let's finish off this little bit here. It's not too bad, I guess. Just gonna leave this guy here for the time being. Ah, you're ready to go. Excellent. Alright. Let's finish this off. So one of the nice things about drive control is when you can see what their levels are like. So for example, here I can see that it's at 12% already. So maybe a semi would be the best bet. That's something we should probably invest in soon then. We do have a couple options available to us, but we haven't gotten them yet. I think we did half of this one. I think, yeah, I guess we do have a couple options. I'll have to double check to see what we have available. But I'm pretty sure we have a couple options that are we haven't used before, I think. I have a cat truck that I found the other day. It might be interesting. Alright, I think we have one more windrow over here somewhere. If I had to guess, yes, there it is. So let's see. Oh, I got two actually. Let's take out the second one then. So as long as the funny thing about course play is the way it drives close to you. So when you make a right turn and it's right there, that's probably the worst case scenario because there's not much you can do about it. But when you have a left turn right now, it's fine. But, oh, he's filled again. Crazy. New Holland's in traffic. Are you stuck behind this guy? Yes. That's okay. Let's come over here. Back this guy up here a little bit. This is where, when you're doing like a process like this is where it becomes a bit of a problem to have a bunker like this with a far silo extension, because you do need to make sure you compact it all as best as possible. Local compaction is going up. This is good. It's the one side that seems to be the troublesome side. Now, I'm not sure if I like the double-sided thing. I think I might change it for something else next time. So after I'm done using this, I might just choose something else that's more appropriate. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like this style of silo? Do you not like the style of silo? The style of bunker, I should say, not silo. I guess it is kind of a silo still. Some people might call it a horizontal silo, depending on where you're from. A part right in the middle. I like the way it turns out in the end, but like starting it is kind of annoying. Yeah. I'm not so happy about the starting part of it, but this part doesn't look too bad. Total compaction is coming up to 95%, which is good. 96. This is good. So once we get just a little bit higher, it changes. So what's happening is, as I drive over certain spots, the compaction level changes, either increases or decreases, because you're moving it around kind of idea. So that's the idea to think about it. Alright, 97%. That's about as good as we're going to get right now. Oh, 98, I lied. It's this little part in the middle here. 99. There we go. Okay. Now let's grab the New Holland here and slowly unload. We'll go for the middle part here. There we go. And we'll slowly unload a little bit as we go along. Hopefully being the key word here, we get it even, or as even as I'm going to get it at least. Might be too much still, I don't know. There's a delicate balance usually, and I don't think I reached it. No. Let that guy head off now. And the case is probably coming now too. Yep, there's the case. So let's stop the case here, or else we're gonna have the same thing. Anyways, I will be back in a moment. Alright, so we're just finishing up this part right here, and I picked up the rower weight there, just to make my life for silage a bit easier. Oh, it doesn't work so well. It doesn't like that. This little part over here is what I'm referring to. Anyhow, so it allows me to pick up silage and compact it relatively easily. So like, I'll give you an example real quick here. So let's say I have a whole bunch of silage or a whole bunch of chaff right there at the end, and I don't like it there. What I can do with it is I can pick it up and move it with this rower. I just bought this because it's cheap. It's like $5 grand. So let's say I want to pick this up. So all I need to do is lower this rower, or this weight. As you can see, I pick up some of the silage or some of the chaff right there, and then put it back where I want it. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it gives you an idea of what you can do with it. If you want to spread out the compaction, so if you have too much in one particular location, then you can spread it out, which is nice. Let's put the parking brake on there. Let's go back to this guy. He's almost at 18. So what we'll do is we'll finish off this field, and I think we'll call it an episode, and I'll deal with that bunker over there, I guess. Here we go. Well, apparently New Holland's already here. There we go. So let's finish this up. Looks like we got 4 windrows to do, it looks like. Just about. Looks like we've gotten about a couple 100,000 liters of chaff already, which is good for us, because we need it for our cows. Yeah. So let's do this one over here first. And then we'll finish up with the last 2 over there. So what will happen is, now that we have both of the vehicles here, what will happen is, once the New Holland gets close to being full, the case will come around and start getting ready to unload as well. But I think once it gets to like 50%, like, you can set it up different ways. I think I have it set up for like 50% or something like that. So, and I just use the Oxbow merger to put this into windrows. If you're wondering how I managed to do this, let's go ahead and make this turn here, and we'll go to the edge here, go to the far one, give our case lots of room to catch up, and we'll do this. I got this windrow left and the other one, and that's all she wrote. Thought I'd do a little bit of a night chaffing episode. My time's messed up because of the rental mod apparently, but in game I think we're close to midnight, so once midnight rolls around in game, then I think solar mod will kick in. It definitely will, and then we'll have other problems to deal with. So New Holland is full. It's the case right behind him. He should be. Yep, just waiting for him to turn around. Nice. This is the way it's supposed to work. And the case will step in, and then the case will finish up the rest of this, I hope. It's a small field, but apparently we got quite a bit of chaff from it, which I'm okay with. There we go. Case will catch up with us, and then we'll be able to finish this field off. Nice. I don't think, like I said before, I don't think I've ever chaffed alfalfa before, so I think it's kind of cool. There we go. Nice. It's too bad they didn't add like alfalfa and clover in FS17. That would have been nice, actually. Oops. Apparently he's taking his time to catch up to us, and here I am just flying away through this field. There we go. I don't know why he wasn't catching up to us, but apparently he wasn't, so... 25%. Wow, that thing fills up quickly. So yeah, I guess maybe next time we do something like this, I'll have to be with a semi. Because that is ridiculous. One small... It's a tiny, tiny field. If you look at on the map in the bottom left-hand corner, this is one tiny, tiny field. Field 18. Like, it's nothing. I think that's it. Just chaff up any of the last little bits here in the end. And I think we can just send him on his way now. I don't think we have any more windrows to go. Nope. So we'll send the driver home. There you go, folks. That'll be it for me for today. Chaffing up the alfalfa here. And I think next episode we'll have to make sure we get the cow some silage. So until then, folks, my name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoy this episode of Oklahoma. I know I did. This is a fun map to play on. That's just why I went back to it. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Oklahoma. I'll catch you guys later.